Sponsored by Women Technology. Take advantage of our end of summer promotion, offering a $30 off bundle discount on the whole test take-up panel controls through September 2021.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. We're clearing up our Naval series. Today we're doing suggestion 31. I'm a year late to this vid, but as your vid demonstrated, CBUs are very effective versus fast boats. F-15Es carry them to patrol the Persian Gulf for this very reason, and we've got a link here. So let's quickly show what this chap was talking about. We did this video. Can an Iranian gunboat fleet be the US carrier group? There's our sea! Good bombs!
I don't know if I hit any, but
it's hard to tell.
So.
There's so many of them.
Way past by the time.
So the thesis is a US carrier group, or it could just be a fleet of any kind, would be passing through the Strait of Oman to get into the Persian Gulf, which is a notorious, dangerous place to be, hence really why we've got the Persian Gulf map. It's had so much anti-ship action before. And what if an Iranian bog hammer fleet, these little 20-foot things are called bog hammers, they attach RPGs and Iglers and 20mm cannon on them, a whole bunch of them, charge vessels, modern armed destroyers and cruisers. I read the video comments and loads of people saying, this isn't realistic, they would never do that. Well, I'm afraid that's just wrong. And this didn't come out of my weird brain. This video you're watching now was suggested by ED. So these are real things that could happen. As it happened, the bog hammers in this case lost, but it showed proof of concept. The bog hammers would be able to get through against a modern US or just a modern nation's navy. We like using the US because it's just the most powerful one. Now, we sent the Hornets out with dumb bombs, just slick Mark 82s. The reason we did that is because these guys wouldn't give any warning. They would have literally 10 minutes of warning that these were coming. That's not enough time, as Simba will tell you actually, who's here, to go and arm up a load of CBUs onto the Hornets. It's just, you can't do it. You can't arm that many Hornets quickly enough. Hence, they would just go out with whatever weapons they've got to hand. However, this is where the follow-up comes. He's saying that, no, the Hornets wouldn't be able to defend, but this is exactly why they have and have had F-15Es patrolling the area to protect ships from bog hammer attacks if they did attack any US fleet. And this could literally happen tomorrow. This is not an unrealistic thing at all. In the war zone, cluster bomb toting F-15Es are patrolling the Persian Gulf to counter small boat swarms. And you can come and read this, and I will link this in the video description. The main thing we want to know is why and what type of weapons. Pictures show the jets conducting SU caps on multiple occasions since June 2019. At least some of the aircraft carrying wind-corrected munition dispensers. So, for instance, CBU 105, a GPS-assisted inertial navigation system guided canister that can carry a number of different cluster munitions. There are different designations for the WCMDs loaded with different sub-munitions. So what we're getting here is that just chucking a bunch of Rockeyes or a bunch of non-guided cluster munitions at these boats probably won't work. In real life, you're almost certainly going to have wind, and the wind just takes these munitions away from the boat. And as well as that, the boat will be going fast. These are speedboats. They can go up to 60 knots. Conventional, or should I say non-wind assisted, non-intelligent, non-guided cluster munitions just won't be effective against these boats. You need clever ones. Let's just see what else we've got. We can see particular markings on the cluster munitions, but for over-water missions, it's unlikely they are CBU 104Bs, which contain dozens of Gator anti-personnel, anti-tank landmines. There are two other main types, WCMD in the US inventory. They are the CBU 103B with a load of 202 Blue 97B combined effect bomblet, or the CBU 105B, also known as the sensor fused SFW with 10 BLU 108B sensor fused munitions. We've got, I don't think we've got the 103 in DCS, or at least we haven't got it on a fast jet. Maybe the A10 can carry it. I'm not sure, but either way, I think this is going to be the one for us today. The CBU 105B, wind corrected. As well as wind corrected, it has the ability to be fully guided and take account of the movement of the ships via the way that we can target them. Submunitions that come out are 10 times Blue 108B intelligent munitions. They jump up in the air on a parachute. The wind that's been pre-calculated drags them over the moving target. Then at that point, these 10 munitions split into 4 extra submunitions, so that's 40 submunitions, which are guided, have IR and laser guidance, and they will seek out what it considers to be a baddie, a boat, a tank, whatever, and one of those submunitions will probably destroy whatever it hits just because of the pure KE that's going in there. So I think we're going to use some CBU 105s against exactly the same mission that we had before. We haven't got F-15Es in game, but we have got F-16s that can carry the CBU 105, so let's go and use them. And let's see if this realistic scenario can help against the Boghammer fleet. So here is the scenario. It's exactly the same as we ran it a few months ago. Massive carrier fleet in the old style that we used to have, moving cruise speed, I think, this way. A bunch of distraction, Iranian vessels here doing distraction. And then here come the Boghammer fleet. 100 modelled Boghammers with 20mm cannons. A lot of you have said, make it more, but it crashes my computer, so you can't have more. 100 is all you can get, guys. What we've got to defend it is obviously the ships, but we want to destroy these before they get to the ships, really, or a significant number. What we've got is 2 times airborne FA-18Cs with air-to-air weapons. They had almost no effect. We've also got 20 plus FA-18Cs here with just various dumb munitions, 8 bombs each, that they tried. Big warheads, 500-pound warheads. But they have, if you remember, and they take off and they intercept, but they have little or no effect because these guys here are moving so fast. They're moving 60 knots or 58 knots with a small 30-knot wind or whatever we've got. It makes them literally almost impossible to kill. You don't believe me? Go and put a load of Boghammers moving at 58 knots, put a small wind on, and go and try and hit them with anything conventional. It's just almost impossible. Even the AI, which are completely cheating, just you can't do it. So they had almost no effect, as we'll see, and the only thing that can really take the numbers down are the Bushmasters and stuff on the Arleigh Burkes and the Ticonderogas and stuff. So what we've got now is 2 F-16s. A-10s can carry these as well, but we need speed, as you'll find out, which is why F-15Es, I suppose, are being used. You need to get there quick. An A-10 is going to be no use at all because unless it happens to be right there, it can't get there quick enough. Whereas we can. We're starting 35 miles away, but realistically it'll probably be even further than that, I imagine, loitering around a tanker or something like that. So we're going to burn over there. We're going to get there in time, hopefully. The amount of time we've got is here 18 minutes it takes for these guys to get from Kesham Island to hitting the carrier and then setting off their fuse bombs or whatever, their RPGs or whatever, killing the carrier. Spoiler alert, we've had a quick go because it's quite a complex thing this is to do, and we've found different ways of doing it. It's much harder than you think, even with these intelligent munitions, guided munitions. Exactly the same problem. 60-knot vessel moving and in a small wind, it's really problematic. We've calculated you have to aim about just over 4,000 feet in front of them. Aiming a bomb 4,000 feet in front of them and predicting the amount of time the bomb is going to drop and stuff like that is actually really hard. So we're doing it 2 different ways. I have settled in on a CCIP approach in a high-powered fast jet with 10 CBU-97s. These are non-guided canisters with guided submunitions. I think that's the best way of doing it, and I don't actually need my T-pod anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. Simba has a slightly different plan. He's got some CBU-97s, but his primaries are CBU-105s. This is a guided canister with guided submunitions, and you're going to use them differently. He's going to use his T-pod, or maybe his HUD in collaboration with T-pod to do that, to help add the 4,000 feet lead that we need. Why is it 4,000 feet? Because it takes about 30 seconds for these bombs to activate, from dropping from the pylon, from the actual submunitions hitting. So, and 30 seconds or whatever it is at 58 knots is about 4,000 feet lead we need, at least. If we get it right, theoretically, this could do a lot of damage. If you want to know why they're called Boghammers, Valued Viewer just told us it's because of the original make of the Swedish vessels that they were Boghammer Marine Company, something like that. 3, 2, 1. Unpause. I'm going to leave my throttle wherever it is, Simba. I'm going to stick my altitude hold on here. So we haven't cheated. We've made ourselves 35 miles out or so. Because there's no way we'll be in an exact place, for the Boghammer. Just make sure I don't fall out of the sky, Simba. So the first things that happen, of course, are these QRA guys are going in. They're going to have almost no effect, and you're about to see what happens when 100 Boghammers fire at you. Lots of comments on the original video saying, aren't the amount of bullets modelled in those Boghammers? Yes, they are. I mean, are they realistic amount of bullets? I have no idea. I can't tell you that, but the amount of bullets are modelled. They will run out eventually. That, if you can see on your kind of compressed YouTube image, is 100 Boghammers, all going 58 knots in rough formation. This is a Bogachev, an F-18 that's about to get a really bad day. Or maybe not, I haven't seen him. Which is a bit weird. He's just going to go right into the ground, isn't he? There it is. Look at the fire from 100 freaking bog hammers. It's beautiful. Bogger unscathed. Here's our carrier group. We're getting there, Simba. 400 knots. I can see the bog hammers in the distance, actually. Bog hammers are fast, 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 and that's their danger. If they were moving around at 20 knots, we could just plonk them out with anything. We can plonk them out with cannon. But 60 knots, go and try and hit them. And they are really, really hard to hit. I'm not sure if that's a Dushka or a 20 mil. Let me know. Maybe it's a Dushka. The other guys are taking off from the aircraft carrier that we've just flown over. Oh, one's given up. Look. Oh no, that's a sailing boat. No, we're going in. Look at the fire! Look at the fire! Those bog hammers haven't even got warmed up yet. Trust me. Look at that. Beggars belief. Right, we better go and do our job, Simba. Break formation, begin attack. So, autopilot off, air to ground, on, master arm on. CCIP, 10 CBU 97s, single, burst altitude. Everything's good. Now, here's the hard bit, value viewers. How do you aim 4,000 feet in front of them? How do you yardstick that? The answer is it's almost impossible. He's going to do it via his T-pod and probably an actual yardstick, although I still don't know how he's really going to do it. I'm going to do it by eye. How would you know how fast these boats are going? Maybe you turn your air-to-ground radar on and maybe find out how fast they're going that way. Maybe there's something the real T-pod has that can tell them how fast they're going. I don't know. They are there. You probably can't see them on your screens. Just take my word for it. They'd probably be quite easy to spot in real life because they would have wakes. In DCS they don't have wakes, so it's extra hard to spot. Right, trust that they are there. Going up, lots of altitude, give me lots of time to get those bombs on target. I think I'm gonna... Oh, just do what you want, but I'm going in now, Simba. 100 knots. Oh, I've lost the bog hammers. No, found them. Right, 4,000 feet. If a bog hammer is 20 feet, where is 4,000 feet? Look at that, value viewers. The bogs, Hornets are in with their bombs now. Amazing stuff. Okay, Cap running in for attack now. Steep. Okay, 4,000 feet, 4,000 feet. I'm going to drop there. There. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My bombs have dropped, baby. I'm getting the heck out of here. There are my submunitions, so I'm trying to time it. I'm going to plunk myself there. Trying to time it. You see what I mean? I've gone early. Super Cat blew his load early. That's unfortunate. Yes, here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, my goodness gracious me. It worked. Guided submunitions. I couldn't have imagined that could work any better, if I'm honest, valued viewers. Look at that. 10 times 40 pucks attacking those guys. I took a hovering goat wedge out of them. Let's see how my kill feed. I've just killed 45 ships. 45 ships killed with one F-16. That's how amazing these guided submunitions are. And I think that's Simba's right there. No, you need more lead, Simba. 4,000 feet you need. That's missed. So that's half of them destroyed already with one plane attack. 2 planes could take out 100 bog hammers. Literally couldn't have planned that any better. That's beautiful, guys. That's Simba. That looks better. That looks a bit better. Still not far enough, I don't think, but... absolutely have to destroy all the bog hammers. Each of those bombs costs around 350k. 350,000 apparently. Simba's getting lower. Rifle there. It's a lot of money. So I've just dropped 10. I've just dropped 3.5 million's worth of cluster bomb. I'd say it's worth it. There's the 40 pucks per canister.
Yeah, I am not giving enough lead.
No, you've already got to trust your instincts. Go against your instinct, and line it up way before. The 45 ships down, and 2 have just got damaged by a conventional bomb. So yeah, really punch them out ahead, Simba. Oh, good hit. Conventional bomb just took one out. I mean, to do that takes so much skill. So much skill. Here's a question for you valued viewers out there, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to answer it even if you could. But do CDUs go off? Do they, after a certain amount of time, can you no longer use them if they're stored for that long? That'd be interesting to know. Like I said, even if you knew, you probably couldn't tell me, but...
You mean, do munitions have like a storage life?
Yeah, and after that you got to throw them out. The good attack, Simba, you got it. Do that again. Okay, bunch her out, bunch her out. You've got a bunch of them. Look at that. So just do that again and you'll take all of them out. Or crash like that. Either way is fine. Okay, at least you went out and took some out. 7, you got 7, Simba. That's 45, that's 52 between me and you. 52. Iran got 50 bog hammers for $10 million. Iran got 50 bog hammers for $10 million. How much each for a bog hammer is that? Well, it's just up to the normal Navy now, but they've got less than... yeah, what was the answer, Simba, anyway?
For what?
When did the munitions go off?
You mean storage life?
Yes, Simba.
Oh, I can't tell you the actual lifespan of any munition. I don't even know. I don't pay attention.
Someone's using their Vulcan cannon. Oh look, they used a Vulcan cannon to finish the straggler off. 200,000 we think for a bog hammer. 200,000. That's actually quite a lot of money for a speedboat. But there you go. Oh, that bog just got, I mean, that Hornet just got peppered. I think it's only 14mm non-explosive ammo in DCS, I think those are Dushkas. So it'll probably take a few shots before they die. Oh, this is relaxing, just sitting watching this, to be honest. Watch this little AI Wagner's going around, getting blasted at. Getting quite near the fleet now, I suspect. That must have been 10 minutes, right? Easy. So they are well over halfway. If they've gone 20 miles, they've got... Oh my goodness, there's one right there. They've got 3 miles and then they're hitting Arleigh Burke. Oh, and there's less than half left. Look at the chunk our CBUs took out. Almost immeasurably high amount of damage. This Arleigh Burke will open up in a minute. I'd say there's probably 30 left. Boom! Oh, they are so accurate. It's almost unbelievable how accurate this AI are. There's a lot of calculations going on in there, valued viewers. Say probably another one down. I'll say probably, I don't know, probably 30 left still. So from 100 down to 30. It's quite amazing. For some reason the ships aren't firing. Don't know why, but that guy should be blasting their guts out by now. But yes, it is. His gun's turning. His gun's turning. There he goes. There it is. The 127mm from the Arleigh Burke is firing. Oh, look at that. Again, even with a 127mm radar guided, it's probably still a hard thing to hit. These things are going to be bobbing about on the ocean. The shells are going to be taken by the wind. You know, these ranges are all over a mile. Anything at that range. Oh, Sea Whiz is going up. I've got to go watch the boat. Look at that. Where is... Look at that. Both groups have been shot at by independent Sea Whizzes. Those lot are dead. Where's the 127 mil firing?
Yeah, they're starting to drop.
Yeah.
Like fly.
There's probably 15 left, if that. Not even going to get past the first destroyer. Look. Last time they got all the way to the carrier, do you remember? This time, they're not even getting past the first destroyer. Because of the sterling work for myself and Skimber. That's it. I think that's it. Dead. Got within half a mile of the first... Oh, hang on. There's something going on. Wow, would not want to be that. Didn't even get past the first destroyer, Simba. Proof of concept. Do the USAF know what they're talking about? Yes, they do. That is the way to kill a bulk hammer attack. I don't think you could really get a better weapon for that, other than one that could predict the lead you need to put in, which you sort of can with the CB105, but it's, to be honest, too much for me. I can't do it with my little brain. I'm really happy with that. Anything you want to add, Simba Wimba?
Nope.
Okay, bye.